I think what was even worse was Jey Uso being paired with Punk. I think
So,
Punk was visibly disgusted working with that
well,
guy.
well,
Shout out to Quiz.
you know what's crazy about you saying that? I never had a on the record. I never had a conversation with anybody about this. The crazy thing about you saying that is that I felt that when I watched that, because on that was Saturday Night Main Event. I watched that shit. I felt that when I watched it. I'm like, yo, because like, not for nothing, I fuck with Punk, but he is a fucking dickhead too. Like, he is. You know what I'm saying? So you could tell, like that, like not before I'm gonna even say you could tell. We all know, if you know CM Punk, you know that motherfucker is a wrestling like enthusiast. That nigga lives and dies by wrestling. So like he takes the wrestling art, he takes the art of it like dumb serious. You know what I'm saying? So you get like, he's not gonna hide that type of shit. He's not gonna hide that. When somebody's doing some bullshit and they ask me out of breath and everything look like they tired of shit, he's not gonna hide that. He's gonna look irritated as fuck. Not for nothing. Then Jey Uso botches. Now I remember, like, that's what you like. I watched that, like, when the nigga, I forgot what it was, but it was something off the rope, and then something happened and he boxed, and that nigga Punk, you could literally read it without him saying it. Like, do that. He like, do that shit again. He didn't say it, but you felt it because that's exactly what they did. They did it again. But he looked mad, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you just did some sloppy shit. What the fuck was that? Do it again. And that
Yeah,
has
I would
legend.
really like to know if that water spot splashing the water in his face was improvised or not.
No, I
That
heard.
looked
No, well,
pretty
I
passive
heard that was.
aggressive.
I heard that was improvised. I heard that wasn't planned.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I heard.
And
Planned.
he
I
had
seen
it
it.
coming. In my honestly, Punk is a dickhead. He was a dickhead for that. Jey Uso had it coming. Why are you botching that bad?
Yeah, that was bad. And I fuck.
I have some gripes with Jey Uso because I was optimistic about him for a while, but if the company's gonna put that much faith in you, stop botching and stop getting out of breath.
And
Like
not for
that's the
nothing.
least, you know.
And not for nothing, we've had that conversation before. So the fact that we are who we are, and this nigga is the actual wrestler, and he don't know that, it's just like, I don't respect that shit. And you know what? You know what? That's gonna start rubbing off on people. You know why? You know how we know that for a fact? I'm not just talking. You know how we know that? Because it just rubbed off on you. Just said it. Like Dev just said that shit. So like that, like it rubs off on people. He didn't say that verbatim, but that's what the interpretation of what David just said was. Like, that when you out of breath and doing that shit look unprofessional, bro. That like fuck the art of wrestling and all that shit and the entertainment factor. That's not entertaining. That's not entertaining, Jay. That shit is not entertaining, my nigga. And that shit is gonna make the fans, you know what? It's just me. Now we gonna start saying our shit and be tired. If you want to be tired in your matches, now we gonna sound a little tired saying your shit. And the more tired we get, the less hype you gonna get. And then what the fuck is gonna happen? All that main event Jey Uso shit is gonna be Jey Uso. No more main event. And you know who's gonna be going to the top? You know who's gonna stay at the top? Roman, niggas like that. When you fucking around this shit, running out of breath and doing all this sloppy shit, looking like me out there. Like, if I was to go to WWE tomorrow, I look like Jay. That's what it looked like. That shit look bad, bro. Like, that shit really look bad. It don't even look entertaining. Like, watching his matches, you start feeling that shit. You be like, it's Jay. I fuck with Jay the character, but I really am about to see some floppy ass, tired ass bullshit. Like, he don't even train, and you start to not respect that type of shit, and then you start to look at other people and you start to respect the work that they put in because they don't get tired. Like, they don't be doing that shit like a person like Gunther. You start respecting. Oh shit! Like, I respect this motherfucker even more because look at this nigga. He doing this shit. He been out for these many months. He came back. Shit, shit, clockwork. Jey Uso look like he ain't wrestled in a year. This nigga wrestle every week. Every 2 weeks, this nigga in a fight. He brawling. He in a fight. He fighting his brother. He fighting Roman. He fighting this nigga. He fighting that nigga. Every week you doing something, nigga. You just had the title. In the last 12 months, you had the most prestigious belt, nigga. How you looking like that, bro? That make it look like niggas shouldn't have gave you that shit. And then not only that, we seen the behind the scenes. We seen the behind the scenes. We saw Triple H literally and Bruce Pritchard literally have to, all right, sit this nigga at a table. Like, motherfucking, like, sit this nigga at a table. All right. We want to send you. We want to strap this boat to you. Send you to the top. No. He said we want to strap the rocket to you. That's what he said. I won't forget it. I will not forget it because I thought it was fire seeing that. Oh, we want to strap the rocket to you. We just need you to make sure you got your shit together. I got it. That's what Jay was saying. I got it. They strapped the motherfucking rocket to him. Where the rocket at now? It the motherfucking yo, y'all know what condensation trails are, whatever the fuck that shit is called, in the sky and shit. When you see the vape trails from the motherfucking planes and shit, or the jets that's going to space or whatever the fucking case may be, that's where this nigga Jey Uso, this nigga's jet is shot out the sky, bro. That shit is falling, bro, out the sky, my nigga, and you could tell every single week, every single time you see him now, you could tell the momentum is slowly dying. It's slowly dying. And for a nigga like him, it's not gonna come back. Mark my words. And I don't want to say that to be an asshole because I want him to still maintain it. A nigga like you, where somebody already don't believe in you because of your size, when that rocket dies down, it's not coming back. And not in WWE. You want to know a good example? I'll give y'all a great example. And don't mishear what I'm saying. Braniel, I said Braniel, Daniel Bryan. The nigga shit eventually died down. All the Vince McMahon shit, yeah, all that shit, whatever the case may be, you can add your plugs, you can plug in whatever you want into it. That was also the problem, but that rocket started dying down in WWE. No matter whose fault it was, started dying down. That nigga went to a different company. Now he's still a legend, and he did what he did there. But even there, it started dying down. So like, it's just like, yo, when that shit starts dying, and you like that, bro, and you're a smaller person, people start not to believe in you. It's just hype. It's just fake hype. It's like, oh, we know he not really like kayfabe wise. We know he's not really about to beat this person. Like we know that for sure now. It's not even like it's the underdog story. It's like we know he can't even really beat him. Even though we know what wrestling is, but that's what the fans started thinking. Oh, we know he can't really beat him. We don't want to watch this shit. Get this shit out of here. We don't want to see the nigga get the belt. Get this shit out of here. Fuck that. That's where I see Jay going, unfortunately. And it's only for one reason. Nigga, you look out of shape as hell, bro. And it's been a consistent thing. It's not even like, oh, every now and then. It's consistently, you look out of shape. Like, you look old as hell in there, bro. John Cena looked better than this nigga in the ring. Tell me where I'm lying. Nobody on this planet can tell me that John Cena don't look better than Jey Uso in the ring. He's literally, he look more in shape than this nigga. Not physically. I'm talking about what they're doing in the ring. This nigga Cena look more in shape than Jay. How? How? That shouldn't be possible. Jay, you gotta get your shit together, bro. This nigga Jay gotta
Yeah,
get shit
that's all
together.
I want him to do is lock in. Because the tag division still, the tag division could actually use the Usos right now. So if he can't lock in, just be a tag. Like he has really good chemistry with his brother. So if that wasn't broke, you know,
Dev, let me ask you a question.
yeah,
Who look like they've been putting more work in lately? Jay Uso or Jimmy? I'm sincerely asking. I don't.
it's a tie.
Is it
Well,
tie?
Jimmy does better work, but he don't really he doesn't have much of a presence like Jay Uso does. But like Jimmy, he puts together better matches. He's definitely still in
Okay.
Jay's shadow. Dang, who puts in more work? I feel like I don't ever see Jimmy, you know. But when he's there, he executes. He understands his assignment.
I feel like that was an unfair question to ask to say who puts in more work. What I'm trying to what I let me rephrase it. I think you actually answered it though. Like, but you said Jimmy is he does better work in the ring. But that has been the narrative for a while, right? That has been the narrative, right?
Yeah.
What y'all think? I feel like that was a narrative in here for a while, like a while ago. I feel like the narrative because I remember. Oh, I'm talking about before because it's been a while since I've been up here. But like I remember the narrative was Jimmy does do better work in the ring than Jay. That's what it come off like. So I don't know
Mhm.
if it changed.
No, it did not. Nah.
That's a problem for Jey. That that that's a problem for Jey, in my opinion.
No, it is a problem. That's a universal problem. That's not an opinion. The fact
Yeah.
that we know that we just instinctively know heading into a Jey Uso match that it's going to be bad. Like the spectacle of seeing a bad match at this point is that's kind of absurd. And yeah, he's better off in a tag team. I actually missed Jay and Cody's team. I was cool with them. That would kill two birds with one stone, right?
That would kill a lot of birds. That's it. That would just kill a lot of birds. I don't want to see that happy-go-lucky shit again. Fuck that. They could get back together later on. Right now, don't. Dev. You about to? You almost got me, Dev. You almost got me. I almost started talking about Cody. I'm gonna get there in a second. You almost got me, Dev. Nigga trying to set me up.
But to answer your question from earlier, 7.9, what could have put it at the show at a 10?
Uh-huh.
I think the matches really carried for me, it was the matches that carried the show. And I wasn't really um invested into the promos really. And like the Intercontinental title match, yeah. I'm only happy with that because of the conclusion. The match was pretty mid. And the ending segment,